Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden...
Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Looking left. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Owls. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. So the Washington State Cougars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Washington State going quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Cougars line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield. It's Irvin. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Irvin. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Bringing the heat. Got room at the 35. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Carr. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they...
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Roberts. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Takes it from the gun on third down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Quick strike complete. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down here for the offense.
Man, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be first and goal. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Here we go.
And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run in the red zone. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. The jet sweep pass. He's trying to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely over.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Under fire. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. Quick step and go. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Washington State lines up quickly.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Plows through the defense. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Trying to escape. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Washington State going quickly.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
13-yard line. And first down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Irvin.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
He's got him. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
He's going to take off. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
It's complete. What a cut. Now he's loose. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Irvin. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Owls! Fitted in the window for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot, and the returner will be knocked down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up with this offense.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Card. At the 35, he's open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Quickly complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And the route is on.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Roberts. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the punt. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but...
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Right on target this time. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Owls. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5.
The return
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've come out with answers on. Possession, and now another first down. They'll go to the fullback. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Reads it, fires complete. At the 45, on its way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get it down at the 37.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
After that last completion, it's second down.
32. Brings up second down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Is incomplete. Brings up third down.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Gets it to him on the screen. Absolutely no